Hello again everybody, I hope you're all well, and yes, we have some more football shirts. The reason for that is because I'm trying to squeeze in all the shirts that I've made the purchase of this year, so they get a chance to feature in the big video at the end of the year, the top 10 football shirts that I've purchased for 2022, my favourite ones that have been added to my collection, and that they don't sort of linger around and cross over to 2023, and then no doubt by 2023 comes around, I'll totally forget that I didn't include them in this year, so it's just get them out of the way now and then at least it's fair. And I think this shirt's probably got a good chance possibly of being in that top 10, maybe not near the top, but once I get it open you'll definitely see that it's striking. It's very striking. So I do have the parcel here. Picked this one up at probably beginning of November, I'd like to say, so I've had it for a good month or so now, so it's only fair that we crack it open and see what it looks like in person. The only thing I'm slightly worried about this one is the sizing, but other than that we are all good. So hopefully we can see a little bit better now. Keep going. Don't think there's anything else in there. We have, there we go. So there is a rear part of the shirt. There's a little bit of an interesting sort of design going on, and then we go around to the front and we have that one there. So, probably, hopefully, you guys see some very striking and bright colours going on. And that's part of the reason why I made the purchase. So let's get this one open. Try not to rustle too much. Right then. Goodbye. We have some paper in here somewhere. Okay, don't need that. Now then, let's look at the rear of the shirt there. So, we have a black body. And then on the top we have a very luminous yellow colour along with the Al Ikhsan Sport sort of text towards the bottom there. But other than that, nothing too fancy. We have a little bit on the sleeves, but it does go around to the front, so we shall show you what that looks like there. And how about that? That is striking, as I mentioned earlier. What a powerful colour scheme that is. Very, very vibrant. I don't know how it's going to look on the camera, but in person, yes, you definitely can't go missing if you would go out and about wearing this one. So we have the tags attached, which is very good. I was slightly curious to know if there was ever going to be them on these shirts. I've seen them floating around before, but I did speak with the seller, and of course they did confirm that for me. We have some sort of very rubberized crest there, which is like really interesting going on. Same for the actual crest of the club. And then this is sort of heat transferred onto the front there, but it looks really, really good. I like the design, and it is purchased as a medium, so I need to just measure that one myself, because it's come from a country where usually, where I have bought previously, I've generally bought a large, but to be honest, looking at it here, it does look wide enough to be a medium, so we'll just double check it's maybe just the height of it. But yeah, I'll come back to you and explain to you who the club is and why it's this colour, and also about the manufacturer as well. So yes, very good. Right then, there's the shirt. Beautiful, very, very vibrant and shiny. The club is Melaka United Football Club. I do apologise for this mispronunciation there, but it kind of looks like that's how you'd say it. And I actually bought this from a place called Footy Theme Box. It's somewhere we've never bought before. Certainly I've never bought before. And the reason why I decided to make the purchase was initially I saw this on Depop, and they must have a Depop listing on there. And of course, me being me, I stumbled across it. And I think, honestly, I had seen it previously when I've been looking at Malaysian shirts that I've been buying from my friend who lives over there. And then it was clearly, obviously, this was in the UK, which makes it easier for me. I don't have to do all the sort of administration to organise the shipping. And I noticed that they had some in variant sizes. Of course, I want to double check the sizing, which firstly I'll say that this is a medium and it is a UK medium. As you can see, it fits quite nicely on the mannequin there. So if you, for whatever reason, find yourself looking to buy one, just buy whatever size you normally would, I would say. But with regards to this one, I saw it on Depop, and then I spoke with the people who run it, and then after back and forth, some images being sent on email just to confirm that these tags are there, I went and made the purchase. I made the purchase on the website, and as you can guess from the sort of the name of the company, they do other things like mystery boxes, like everyone else. but they do have these sort of off-the-cuff shirts that they just sell separately, and which is kind of useful because I'd rather just do that, to be honest, rather than just sort of fingers crossed and hoping I'm going to get something pretty cool, especially when it's like this. Now, they only had a few other Malaysian shirts, actually, that were sort of singles. One was that Terenanggu or something, I'm mispronouncing that one. That was quite cool, unfortunately not in my size. And then the other one, which was a bit frustrating, was my one that I got boxed away, the white one. They had that one, and I was a bit like, oh, I wish I was the only person that had that in the UK, but alas, there are some other ones floating around. And apparently they are partnered with the company called Mystery Football Jerseys, who do this same thing. I can't really see any difference between them, really. They have slightly different themed stuff, but I don't understand why that is who they are, but I guess that's their choice, isn't it? The shirt itself cost me £49.99, which I know, considering how much these shirts cost when you buy them in Malaysia, they're like, this is probably cost 10, 11, 12, 13 pounds. So there's definitely some profit to be made there, but I suppose it saved me having to deal with the logistics of getting it shipped. So yes, there's some margin to be made, but whatever. You just have to deal with that, I suppose. So like I mentioned, the club is based in Malaysia, so this is another Malaysian shirt to add to my collection, and they are based in Melaka State. Kind of makes sense, really, with the capital city being Melaka City. And that's generally how Malaysia work with football. They have like a state team usually, or like a football association, and that's just kind of who represents. And Melaka, the place, has a population of just under 1 million, so there's plenty of people to be there supporting the club. Now, the club was founded in 1924, so it's quite an older one. And on Wikipedia, it said that they were part of the City Football Group, so the one that's like obviously Manchester City, Melbourne, Mumbai, and whoever else, quite a few other clubs. Though when I sort of Googled it and looked on the internet, I couldn't find anything backing that up, and I went on the City Football Group website to see what partners they had, and there was no mention of this one either. So either that's just a false claim or it's relatively new, but I couldn't find anything. So who knows on that one? Don't trust Wikipedia, I guess it suggests. As for what league they play in, well, they don't. So literally just last month, November, they had their license application rejected for playing in the Super League, which is the top division. So right now they don't really have a league to play in. I think they try and have to now go for the Amateur League to try and get a license for that. Last season they were in the Super League, the top division. They finished 10th out of 12, so it wasn't a particularly strong season. And of course, this season they ain't playing football, so it's been a pretty rough couple of seasons for the club. Unfortunately, they do have this amazing shirt, but yeah, they don't really have any success to go with it. Historically, they've had some success. You have to go back a bit of time. It was in 1983, I believe it was. They actually won the league. Whatever the form, they've had some sort of format changes over the years, Malaysian League, and that's when they won the league. So I suppose they've got something they can take inspiration from. But that's kind of it as it stands for what right now. It's all up in the air. As for the manufacturer, AL, it stands for Al Iksan actually, and it looks like they are similar to the one that I got from Tanzania, where they are not only a manufacturer, they're just a general sports retailer that has their own branding as well. So you can, if you go on their website, you will not only find shirts that they've designed, but like Chelsea shirts and World Cup shirts and just general sportswear. And I've noticed them floating around before, and again I was just wondering if they had the tags. The shirt designs are actually pretty cool. They're all pretty interesting. There's definitely no just generic shirts. Maybe not necessarily as crazy and as standout as this one, but you know, they are interesting. And of course, the prices are pretty cheap if you are over there. It's when you add the shipping or whatever and other things that it slowly starts to build up. With regards to the shirt, there's not really anything else that stands out identifiers. On the inside of the collar, there's a little thing that just says like the club name and a little bit of a motto, etc., like "You stand together" or something to that effect. But that's kind of it. It's just good material, like the cuffs on there. It's just a nice shirt. Kind of reminds me of that Spurs shirt that they released, that crazy sort of galaxy swirly one. Yes, I was definitely not going to ever buy that one, but this one's a good substitution, I'd say, especially one from a quite unique and obscure country and club. But that is it. I mean, I'm pleased with it. It's a nice little addition. As you can tell, it kind of fits with my collection going on. It's Very, very vibrant. So let me know what you think of this shirt, and if you see any floating around. I think they have some sizes available to still buy. Larger ones though, I think extra large and maybe double XL. So if you're interested and that's your sizing, then I suppose why not go for it? It is £49.99. Not the cheapest shirt in the world, but sometimes you just make those purchases, don't you, to add them to your collections. That is it for this one. I hope you have a great week ahead, and then on Friday, possibly just another shirt to show you, maybe from a new country, which is always exciting. As always, thank you for watching my videos, and goodbye.